Hi everyone. Today we want to talk about 99 percentile in the SNAP exam. So we have team from SMHRD. So hi Deep, Shivika, Palak. Thank you very much for coming and talking to us. So today we want you to come to our side of the table rather than being a student from SMHRD. I want you from you to understand okay, how you prepared, what you did, how you were feeling when you were on this side. Same time last year, what was going in your mind. तो पहले तो हमें कोई बताइए, what are you expecting 99 percentile? Any of you, what is your take on that? Were you expecting के बस हो गया यार उस दिन के ऊपर है?
So actually, it all depends on your preparation, how confident you are, how the day gone according to you, how you attempted question at that particular day. So it's bit of a luck also and too much of preparation.
Hard work
But you
obviously
have
is
to
part of that.
we aimed in the beginning that we wanted 99 percentile. Then only you will be able to achieve it.
Correct. So in this journey, like Deep said, hard work. So define hard work. How many mocks you might have taken in this journey? So I want to ask this question to all of you. How many mocks you might have taken to reach 99 percentile?
So there is no particular number, but if I talk personally, I attempted around 20 to 25 mocks for
22.
SNAP only and for other exams. So
Similarly, I've also attempted around 20 marks.
20 mocks तो चाहिए यार, वो तो उतना तो by default hota hai. So I'm sharing the screen as well. So we have created this website which is dedicated for the SIMBI exam, for the SNAP exam. So you can find the actual papers, you can find the syllabus, everything which you need to know for the SNAP exam is given here. If I look at the score versus percentile, I want to set the target for everyone as 40 plus marks because 98 percentile is around, for example, if I look at here, is around on average 40 marks, 40, 42. So like Deep said, यार वो उस दिन preparation के ऊपर भी है, luck के ऊपर भी है. There are a lot of things which are dependent upon that day. So my advice is very simple. In your mocks, your target should be 40 plus. Or 40 रातों रात नहीं आएगा. It's impossible. It's a combination of hard work as well. So start with 20 marks. In the first few marks, you might be scoring very, very low. So Palak Deep, if you remember your first mock ka score, was it like you were scoring very well? पहले mock में 85 आ गया या पहले कम आया, then gradually you grow?
so it was like bit unpredictable. At first I got around 35, then I slipped down to 25, then again 40. So it was like roller coaster for me.
Roller coaster. True. And how about you, Palak, Shivika?
Yeah, sometimes the section goes really well. Like I did really nice in verbal. Sometimes quant was not good, but while you keep attempting the test, a point comes when your accuracy becomes best in all of these sections. So you have to keep practicing. So that's what I did.
Yes. Like
Perfect.
just like Palak said, like in the beginning, it used to be a little low, like 25 marks, 30 marks. But then gradually, as we understand like how to attempt each section, the score gradually increases and then goes till 40, 45. So that's how it went.
Correct. So my next question revolve around. So it's a very important thing because everyone is struggling now कि CAT पे focus किया जाए कि non-CAT पे focus किया जाए. So most of you, I've talked to all of you. So you have focus on both the exams. So CAT भी दिया था, साथ में non-CAT भी दिया है. There are very few people which I met in SMHRD who are only preparing for the SIMBI exam. I forget his name. भाई बोला मैं सिर्फ एक एग्जाम दिया और वही क्रैक किया उसमें 99 percentile. So most of us are not that lucky, so we have to give the multiple exams. So my question is how to handle both, how to handle CAT and non-CAT preparation एक साथ.
So like lot of people think that first we will prepare for CAT and post that I will prepare for other exams. But that's not a good strategy for me because every exam needs different kind of preparation. Like my focus was more on SNAP from the start because other exams provide you more than 1 minute for exam, but SNAP doesn't. So it needs some different kind of preparation. Your mind needs to be trained to solve the question within a minute. So when you solve question within a minute, then only your mind should able to give the positive acknowledgement to you. Otherwise, mind should be always triggering, I am not on the right path. So to attain that particular state of mind, I started preparing for STEM alongside the other for SNAP and CAT.
Correct. So we got the first question here. So guys, you can ask the question as we go along. So I think you can also see the chat, right? Deep, Palak, Shivika. So we can pick up
Yes,
the
sir.
question
Chat is
as we
useful.
go along so that we can make it as interactive as possible rather than we first talk everything and then they can ask question. फॉर्म भरते टाइम
Definitely.
वर्क एक्स नहीं डाला और मेरे घर का बिजनेस है, इज इट ओके टू ऐड द वर्क एक्स ऑन द रिज्यूमे इफ आई गेट अ कॉल फ्रॉम GDPI? Will this add point to selection?
So if you can justify the work experience, if you have proper document to back your work experience, then you
Correct.
can definitely
But
go.
can they change? Can they add
For
work X?
at this moment, they can mail on the mentioned email ID on the website, and they will provide you the answer.
Correct. Aditya, anyway, there is no extra marks for experience in SMHRD. I think that's the best part of SIMB यार. कोई वो they don't look at 10, 12 के marks like CAT, तो हर चीज देखता है यार. तो वो एक आपको फायदा मिलेगा. But yes, if you work experience, interview के time पे you will get the extra brownie points कि सर मैं खाली नहीं बैठा था, I was working. So that will help you, Aditya. So you should add, at least in the interview, तुम अगर ना भी उन्होंने ऐड करने दिया officially, at least इंटरव्यू में जाके बोल देना कि मेरा work था, I couldn't add it because of some issues, technical issues.
Yes, sir.
And
Especially if you're applying to business analytics program, it needs compulsory work of 2 years. For core, it's not required, but it's always nice to have it on CV.
correct. So a question from Moksh: without any coaching in 2 months, is it possible to crack SIBM SMHRD? Moksh भाई तो coaching ले ना ले, पढ़ना तुम्हें ही पड़ेगा end of the day. So तुम्हें ही करना है. So you have to prepare for that. So I believe, see, you need mocks at least. Mocks and वो तो चाहिए रहेगा आपको. So mocks में if you're scoring well, I don't think you need any coaching classes for that. फिर आप self study कर सकते हो. So guys, over to you. You can pick up your thing. So please do pick up chat as you go along.
Yes, sure.
Actually,
So
we cannot
actually,
see the questions.
You can't see
yes.
the questions.
We can only see chat that has been sent by you, but not the students.
Okay, you can't see the chat by everyone. Acha, because you are not the. So I'm just making chat open to everyone. Okay, now whatever anyone posts, everyone can see. Okay, I want to make one of you as a host. So whom I should make the host?
Sir, SCMHRD Public Relations
Public
and
relations.
Communication.
ठीक है.
Yes.
Okay, so you can start with your own part. In the meanwhile, I'll just add.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Palak Paharia, and I'm from admissions and PR team of SCMHRD, and I'm pursuing business analytics. And I'm a first year student. So I scored 99.42 percentile, and now I would like you to meet my team.
Hi everyone, my name is Shivika Mukhi and I am a first year MBA student at SCMHRD pursuing sales and marketing. My SNAP percentile was 99.14 and I have a background in BMS, that is Bachelor's of Management Studies.
So, hello guys, I am Deep Shah. I'm a BTech in computer science. Post that I worked as a software engineer at Samsung R&D for 2 years. Currently, I am pursuing the MBA in business analytics at SCMHRD Pune, and I secured 99.07% last year in SNAP. So, over to you, Palak.
Great, thank you. Hi guys, my name is Rav Singh. I'm going to SCMHRD every year. But I can also call myself alumni of the college because I've been almost 15 years. I'm going to SCMHRD. Sorry, carry on, please. I'm just kidding.
Yes, it's nice to know, really. So let's go ahead with the session. So let's begin with how is the structure of SNAP examination. So we have total of 3 sections: general English, analytical and logical reasoning, and quantitative. So each quant section consists of 20 questions, analytical and logical reasoning consists of 25 questions, and verbal section consists of 15 questions, and each question has 1 marks, and there will be minus 0.2 marks to 5 marks for the negative marking. So this constitutes a total score of 60, and you have 1 minute per question. So And there are total 3 attempts that you can give for the SNAP exam, but it's not compulsory. You can go ahead with one, but we always suggest to attempt as much as possible because it increases your chance of getting good score. For example, in my case, my first exam was the best exam, and I have peers who have their best attempt as third or as second. So it increases your chance to have to score the best marks. So moving forward, speaking of the timeline, so SNAP registration ends on 22nd November. I hope you all guys have done your registration. If not, please do it as soon as possible. It increases your chance of getting your closest center near your home. Okay, so and SMHRD registration ends at 7th of December. So test dates, there are 3 tests: SNAP 1, SNAP 2, SNAP 3. SNAP 1 will be on 8th December, SNAP 2 will be on 15th December, and SNAP 3 will be on 21st December. And your admit card will come 1 week earlier to all of these exams, which will be 2nd December, 9th December, and 15th of December. And your final result announcement will be on 8th of January. So moving ahead, my team will paste the link for registration for SNAP. I hope you guys have done it. And if not, please do it. So moving ahead, what to study for exam? I would like Shivika to continue.
I think Shivika is on. Okay, so moving forward, there are total 3 sections as Palak mentioned. And before going to section, I would really request you, all of you, to register for SNAP and SMHRD as soon as possible. Why? Because first is, if you are registering late, you will not get your preferred center. At a day, you need to travel more than like 200 or 300 kilometers. It's like tiring, really tiring, because last year I faced that issue. So I would really request you to register. If you are sure that you want to give the SNAP and number of attempts also you are sure, then definitely go for it and register as soon as possible. Link is also pasted in the chat box. So from that you can access the link. And other thing is that if you have registered for yourself, at the end there are so many, there might be the lot of congestion on that website for the last days. So if you are registering early, you will not face this kind of congestion. So it's definitely helpful to register as quickly. So now moving on to the sections. There are total 3 sections. First is verbal ability, logical reasoning. Second is, and third is quantitative ability and data interpretation. So this consists of almost 95% of the curriculum. So this is not an exhaustive list. So don't think like I need to prepare only these topics. It's almost 95 to 97% of the questions asked in the SNAP. We have designed this particular sheet going through all the last 3 to 4 years of SNAP papers. So definitely you can expect the questions from majority of the questions from this, but make yourself prepare for other like logical questions, something kind of different approach. Like there was some question on geography as well last year. There was only one question, but that might happen that you might get questions from other topics as well. So be prepared for that. As you can see that there are lots of topic here, and first thing I would like to tell you that there are 2 ways to solve the question. First is you are going by the math, like processing the approach, and other thing is do smart work, use options. This kind of tricks are made to solve SNAP question because you have only 1 minute. If you are using options, no one is stopping you, right? So options are given to solve the questions. It is not that you need to choose the correct option. Make the options part of that question and solve the question. This is going to like at least 3 to 4 questions you can expect you can solve using the options. So don't forget to use options. Other thing is there sir always talks about G strategy, right? So definitely G strategy is useful when it comes to SNAP because when you are solving some of the questions and some questions are like that you are sure like 50-50 sure, you can go for that option because at least 3 to 4 to tukka chalta hai. Even I also, when I my best score was in second paper, so I also like 3 to 4 tukkas in that particular paper. So definitely you can guess some of the question, but only guess when you are 50-50 or just like too sure that this is going to be the answer. Not always. Okay, moving on to the next slide, please.
I would also like to add few things, like
Yeah.
use elimination methods, how you can eliminate odd and even numbers. And also, what I used to do is finish my verbal ability section in like 7 minutes max, and then give my whole time to quant. Right.
So now moving on to the insights, like time management is key because like already we have mentioned that there's only 1 minute per question, right? So if you are stuck on that particular question and you are just stuck between your ego, like I need to solve this, I have prepared too much for that, I have done so many questions of that particular topic, so I'll definitely solve it. If you are stuck in between, then you're like it's like T20 game. If you have played 2 overs made, then that game is over. You are always behind the game, you are always covering the run rate and all those things. So always like keep in mind that you have just 1 minute. If you are shooting that 1 minute like by one extra minute or something, tell your mind you will solve the question at home also, but you need to solve at as many questions as you can. So time management is definitely pick the right questions. So that's a another we can frame this sentence in another way. Like leave the question, you are wasting the time. Like you are going to solve more question as you are as like in comparison to you are living. So leave the if you are able to choose the question which you want to leave, then your half of the problem is solved. So identify those questions that are going to take time or you are not so confident in it. During mocks, try to attempt those questions so you will come to know that this kind of questions are taking so much time. So based upon that, when you are giving mocks, when you achieve that particular like 10 to 15 mocks, you get an idea that I am not able to solve question within this particular kind of question within a minute. So you will prioritize the section in your mind that I'll solve this question in that paper, and if I get question from this, I'll leave the question for the end. So these kind of strategies are always helpful, but for that you need to train your mind according to that. Like so, moving on to the next, maximize the number of that's the only key because from that only you will able to choose the correct questions because it's all about like if you are able to choose the right questions that I need to solve this or this is must question because it is going to be solved in 20 seconds or 15 seconds. Definitely choose that particular question and leave those questions like sometimes times and time and distance questions are too long. Sometimes logarithmic questions are also too long. So this kind of question, geometric questions are also tricky sometimes. This kind of particular topics are infamous for taking time. So if from that only, from practice only, you will able to identify those questions in the paper and analyze. Definitely, giving mocks is only not enough. There, you need to analyze it. Make a score sheet. Like from this particular section, I am able to solve the questions or not. Like from write the topic on the column and write for each mock. Like there were 4 questions, I was able to solve 4 or not. So from that you will get an idea that in that particular topic I'm not so confident. So from that you will get an idea, and at the end when you are analyzing, you will get to know that you sometimes you feel confident that I will able to solve this question, but when it comes to mocks or time pressure, you are not. So that particular kind of scenario will get to know only to analyzing. So prepare the Excel sheet because I was also like I'll just go through the question, I'll solve all the question, and then I'll check whether I was confident or not. So from that, but that's not the right strategy. Palak told me because she used that Excel sheet. So she also saw me like when we came to college that there's a like collection of all the mocks like 25 mocks, and oh, I was like shocked how like how prepared you were during the exam. That's why she got like 99.2. Okay, moving on to the next slide, please. Okay, Shivika, would you like to continue? Hello.
Actually, Shivika is unable to unmute herself. We are communicating this to her. Please continue.
Okay, sure. So like about SCMHRD. So like Can anyone tell me how many of you like know what is SCMHRD, what is symbiosis or something? Have you heard about that? Like any insight? Any insight about SCMHRD? Okay. So first I would like to start with an rankings. So there was a recent rankings provided by Financial Times. In the Master of Management, we stood at the 8 in India, and we are the only institute inside Symbiosis umbrella to be in that particular ranking in top 10. So that's a we felt so proud that after going through that particular ranking, and we were ranked 76th globally. So when it comes to this kind of ranking, there were few IIMs and SCMHRD along with those. So that's definitely the thing we are so proud of. Other than there was a recent LinkedIn survey when SCMHRD stood in top 100 best schools globally. So that's another thing because you cannot find this kind of things with all of the institutes across country. So SCMHRD stood under top 100 B schools globally. And coming to the IR ranking, we stood fifth in the private B schools and third in the Maharashtra. So that's the ranking you will like. Some of you might have missed that particular news, but we never. We are always proud of the rankings, and that's why that was one of the reason. Like while choosing a school, some of the students only look at like placements and something, but there are other things as well. What is the curriculum? What kind of uh, culture is there, what kind of courses there, what kind of roles are offered. There are also various things you need to take into account while choosing the B school. So that was the first the ranking. Another thing when what I looked for when I was choosing SCMHRD was this global accreditation. These are ASESB and NBA. So ASESB is particularly so like I would like to specify what is accreditation. Accreditation is kind of verification mark. Like you have heard about ISO and something. So these are for consumer products, right? But when it comes to ASESB, it is for B school. So there are lots of global B school, Harvard, like I am Ahmedabad also as having ASESB accreditations, and we are the only institute under the Symbiosis umbrella having ASESB accreditations. So that was the one of the I when I saw that I was like, wow, that's such a great thing to have. And what is ASESB? Like ASESB stand for quality education. Like how faculties are able to train students when students go to corporate. These are the things which are taken care of while providing the ASESB accreditations to any business. Like it's not the bookish knowledge, how practically students are able to implement those things during their internship, during their post MBA work life. These all things are taken into account while providing ACSB accreditations. The NBA is a national accreditation which is also provided to SMHRD. Now moving on to the diverse offerings, like I can see some of the questions like SMHRD having MBA finance. Yes, definitely. So we are having total three courses. First is okay. Now moving before moving into the courses, I would like to talk about like legacy also. So we have 30 plus years of legacy, and we are total 6,500 plus alumni network. So like it's a huge network. Whenever we see like we can you if you are going to go to the LinkedIn and search like SMHRD, you will find alumni like prestigious alumni everywhere in like majority of the famous companies, right? So that's the other thing which SMHRD is so proud of, and like we see our alumni like they are assets to us, and they are also very friendly to us. Like during our induction program, so many alums came to our campus, and we were like talking. They were like friends to us. They were not like alumni or someone who is the founder of the company. So you can able to see that how eager they are to talk to us, and all those things are like so culturally. SMHRD is so rich when it comes to alumni.
Yes,
Okay,
there
moving
were
on
a
to
few very famous names
yeah,
like Vikas Jinar, who is the
yeah,
founder and
exactly.
CEO of Happy Love, and there is Sudeep Pai, who is CEO of Magic Bricks. And then you must have all have heard the song Ambar Sarya. So the singer of the Ambar Sarya, Sona Mahapatra, she's also SMHRD's alumni. So the list is really long and the network is really long and everyone is there to help us. all you just need to do is reach out to them. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And like people are talking about MBA in finance in chat. So Miss Sharda Sridhar, she is the she's working in the
Vice President of JP
vice
Morgan.
president of
Yes.
JP Morgan. So like JP Morgan is a dream company for finance guys, right? So these are the things like we were really we're really proud of. Like our alumni are doing so great. Yes, alumni like does SCMHRD have student exchange? Yes, we have a student exchange program. We have collaborations with schools in Germany as well, UK as well. So you can, if you want to like get more details, you can visit our website as well. Okay, moving on to the next slide, please. Okay.
Let's first speak about the
Yes.
course offerings. Then we will
Yeah,
visit our
exactly.
campus highlights. So,
Okay, like
speaking about
yes,
the
please.
course offerings, SCMHRD has 3 courses. First is MBA core. In this, you can choose your specialization as sales and marketing, human resources, operations, and finance, of course. And the second course is MBA in business analytics. And the third course is infrastructure development management. So for MBA core, you do not require WorkX, but it's always good to have WorkX. And so you need 50% of minimum marks in your graduation. While for the business analytics course, you need a minimum of 2 years of full-time work experience for your post-graduation. And for IDM, here you can have both. Either you have to be graduate from BE or BTech or B Architecture or B Plan from any recognized university, or if you do not have BTech then you need to have work ex of at least 12 months in infrastructure or infrastructure consultancy, real estates, energy, logistics, supply chain, basically infrastructure industry. Moving on to our batch profile. Speaking of MBA core, the average is 24 years and the average work ex of our batch is 11.2 months. Then again, it's not compulsory, but the average here is 11.2 months. So all of the students are from diverse backgrounds and with diverse work experience. Even here are doctors and engineers. You will find people from diverse backgrounds who came from the different working industries as well. Speaking of business, MBA in business analytics, here the average work week is 35 months and the average age is 26 years. Speaking of MBA in IDM, we have average work weeks of 14.6 months. So we would like to continue about
Yeah.
the summer placements, or should we go ahead with the
Okay.
campus highlights? What people are interested.
Shivika, are you able to unmute? Okay, so I'll continue about the placement thing. Like it's the most awaited thing when it comes to B school. So, but like guys, moving on to before moving on to the placements, I'll definitely recommend you don't just look at placements. There are lots of various things when it comes to B school selections. So please don't just look at placements. So although we are so proud of announcing our placements, but just don't keep only that in mind. Okay. Now, so moving on to the placements. There are two type of placements when it comes to B school. First is summer placement, other is final placement. So now talking about the summer placement of MBA core, highest stipend was 4.5 lakhs, average was 2.48, and median stipend was 2 lakhs. It's just for 2 months. So like don't feel that it's for like it's talking about summer placement, so it's like summer internship, like it's for 2 months. Now moving on to the final placement, highest for an MBA core was 38 lakhs, average was 24.28, like and top 10% average was 34.12. So you can go through these figures in our placement report as well. So just we are telling you just to like if you want to know that for now only. So otherwise, if you want that in particular detail, you can visit our placement report on our website as well. Now talking about MBA in business analytics, like Palak mentioned that the 2 years of WorkX is the eligibility criteria for MBA in business analytics. So like if anyone is interested in MBA in business analytics, you need to have 2 years of at least 24 months of WorkX till May 2025. So please make sure of. Now, talking about the summer placement of MBA Business Analytics, highest stipend is 3 lakhs. Average stipend is 1.38. and median was 1.2. Now, talking about final placement of MBA in Business Analytics, highest was 41.9 lakhs, average was 22.14, and top 10% CTC was 29.62 lakhs. Okay. Now talking about campus. Now talking about campus highlights. Just a minute. Now talking about MBA in IDM. Highest stipend was 2.5 lakhs. Average was 0.7 and median was 0.7. And now talking about final placements, highest was 28.9, final was 15.98, and top 10% CTC was 23.43. Now talking about campus highlights, like you can see these photos on the screen, right? But these are not just like photos. There are lots of stories connected with this. Like you can see like sports arena and everything. This you cannot like feel that campus life due from these photos only. Like there is a lots of stories that had been made on these particular places. Like talking about Urban Katta, that's a like a food canteen we are having. It's working 24 hours. So when it comes to B school, you are able to sleep only 3 to 4 hours, right? That's not the, if you are sleeping more than that, you are definitely missing out something. So you need food definitely at night. Some prefer coffee at night, some prefer heavy food also at night. So everything is available at Urban Kata. Especially when you are preparing for like event, you are organizing some event. If you are part of any committee, like we both are part of admissions and PR committee. So like when you are part of any committee, you are working like on some event or something, budgeting or all those things,
Case
or even
competitions, there are
case
multiple case
competitions
competitions
are,
that
yeah,
everyone works
exactly.
on.
So there is a
So
lot of
right.
thing like
Mhm.
if you are not
SMHRD
have.
focuses on holistic development of students, and it offers all of the activities that you would like to have in your MBA college, from swimming pool, your gym facilities, a library which has exhaustive amount of books you can read, and there is computer labs, Bloomberg labs. It has all the data that you will require in any case competitions, and we would like to discuss about the importance of case competitions when it comes to MBA. And there is a sports arena, as Deep was speaking about Urban Katta. So there has been many instances when we were working on case competition and it was really late. So yeah, the food, it's really nice here. And
Like cold
again,
coffee is one of the best thing you will get here. Like Urban Ketta's cold coffee is like too good when it comes to like you're working on case competition and you just need to refresh yourself with some of the beverages. Like so, cold coffee at Urban Ketta is so great. So there's all those things are like these are the stories you want to make during your B schools, and these are the places that will provide you insights. Okay, okay. Moving
okay,
on to
so
the next
let's
slide,
move.
please. Okay,
Yes,
yeah, these
so
are the.
we have working committees. Please stay. Continue.
Okay, so like we are having total 14 committees on our campus. So like as we told, we are part of admissions and PR committee. There are other committees as well, like alumni relations team, entrepreneurship and consulting cell, analytics club, CRT corporate placement, corporate relations team. All those these all committees are run by the students. SCMHRD is like completely student-driven campus. So all of the different various things are managed by the students only. And you are just what you are seeing on the screen is like and there was a recently SPL tournament like SCMHRD Premier League. There was a cricket. All cricket was there on those. There are various events going on. Any day, if you come to the campus, there will be a different event going on. So every day we have something new on our campus. Like in the center, you can see the photo of Independence Day. So that was also cultural committee is also the one of the committees of those 14. And there are various sports events going on like football, futsal, volleyball, tug of war. All those
Right, I
games are
remember we were
just.
having a competition and everyone was cheering. So it's all nice to have see such cultural events, and not just such cultural events. We have multiple guest lectures from our esteemed alumni and people who are at really great positions and doing really well. They rejoin multiple guest lectures and get insights about their work experience and about the current scenarios of industries. So all of these activities works in giving us insights and helps us in the holistic development of the students. So there are clubs and committees that will help you even if you like if you are entrepreneurial mindset and you want to work on that. So we have committee called um, econ, which will help for that. And so it takes multiple events which will help you out throughout your journey of MBA, and
So
it
they're
will
not
help you.
like they're not like a fun events, right? You get to conduct those events also. So when
Yes.
you are the conducting an event, there's lots of things you need to taken into account, like logistics, all those things, budget, all those things are there. Planning, even you with someone or like draft email, all those things are there. You it will make you prepare for each and every hurdle that is going to come in your post MBA life. So you will be like a different person after graduating from like after like post MBA. You will be a completely different person. You
You
will
get
like
to learn
you will be
get to learn working with the team, and you get to learn how to organize event from the really basic to like final, and you get to interact with people who are at really great position. So that is something really helps in your communication skills, and your soft skills really works on that. So yes.
okay. Next slide, please.
So here are a few more snippets from our cultural events. NEEV, it's a cultural committee, and it hosts eight events. So it has like huge event, and we all wait for NEEV event throughout the year. So it has a great lineup, and we are really excited this year again.
We are proud to say that it's the second largest B school fest in India. So like we always wait for this. And we have separate committee for like new B school fest as well. So this is it's like second largest B school fest. So what you are what's new for this year? Everybody is like waiting. We are discussing on like on chit chat also we discuss like this year what is going to happen, and people are too excited. While we have just spent four months here, right, coming to this campus, but we are talking about me, we are talking about case competitions, like we are here with you. So all these things are like part of MBA. You will completely as a person, you will be groomed. Okay, now we have a question like how to justify gap year. So like if you definitely you if you have a gap year, you definitely need to have some of the proper justification, like you have worked on that particular course, you have done some of the courses, like if you want to pursue finance, you have worked on, like you might have worked on CF or something. If you have worked as you have done some internship or that what during that particular period. So you need to justify that you are doing something right, you are doing some, if you have gained some of the certifications, you can justify by showing that certifications to them.
Yes. All we need to see is that you were productive during that time. So be honest and let the interviewer know that how it went and what was the reason. And we would really like to ask you guys to ask as much questions as possible. We are here for
Yeah.
a really great interaction, and we will answer all of your queries. We're here especially for that. So do let us know.
Like uh, someone has
So
mentioned that I have a gap year. I was trying digital marketing, trying to create its digital marketing agency, but failed. Okay, sir. Failing like that's not the thing. Like you can mention this during the interview that I was doing that. Like speak truth. Like don't hide something what you have done. If that might be the reason that agency failed, but your efforts were true, like you are working on that something, right? You have gained some of the insights or some of the experience from that why it failed. That's don't treat it as like a failure. You can justify this, you tell the interviewer that that's not like you have like wasted or something. You can justify it, definitely.
yes, so I would like to ask a few more questions. So Chaitanya is saying, if I start SNAP preparation now, is it possible to convert SCMHRD? Yes, Chaitanya, you have plenty of time on your hands. If you start preparing with all of your heart, I think it's a plenty of time. Like you need to
2 months.
attempt as much as mocks as possible, work on your weak points, whether it's verbal, whether it's quant, work harder on that, and try to analyze after every attempt you take. And this will help you to get your score more and more better with the every attempt. So yes, start preparing as soon as possible.
Yeah, and if you are still having 2 months, right? So that's enough time. Preparing. SNAP is an exam, you need to manage time properly. When it comes to difficulty level, that might not as par with other management exam, but when you connect it with your time management, it's like completely changes the scenario. Like, so you need to mind one and get in that particular mindset of like solving the question. Okay, do SCMHRD have scholarship? Definitely, we have scholarship for IITs or students coming from IIT or something. So there are various kind of scholarships we have. You can like go to our website and you can get the details of that. Okay, is asking the question. I'm getting 35 to 45 marks in the CAT, so I prepare for SNAP or CAT. Okay, so that's definitely you need to prepare for both. Because if you are managing your preparations, like if you are thinking that I'll give CAT and post that I'll prepare for SNAP, that's not going to work. Because you need to train your mind that, and within your 8 to 10 days, you're not able to like prepare for like give the enough mocks and analyze it. So that's not possible to prepare within those 8 to 10 days. So start like divide your time properly. Give mocks for CAT as well, SNAP as well, or if you are planning to prepare other exams, divide your time accordingly. Attempt mocks of all the exams and analyze those. And based upon the time or time provided, your confidence on that particular sections, divide the topic. Like prepare smartly. Like if you are confident in that particular section, don't spend a lot of time in that particular section. Just attempt like try to solve it within less time or something. Like if you know that I am able to solve it, you won't go through all the questions of that particular section. So if you are able to work smartly, you will be able to complete it. Okay. In the selection or pursuing MBA at a particular time, everyone treated equally. EW students get help. Okay. So definitely age is not like when it comes to SCMHRD, we have total three components. First is 50% is considered your SNAP score, 10% is your group exercise, and 40% is your personal interaction. So these three things are taken into account while when it comes to the admission process. So prepare on those. Don't think about your age or something. If you have definitely with age you get lots of experience, right? So that's on your favor. You have experience when it comes to freshers. They have lot like bit of more creativity on that on their mind. But when it comes to the age, you get lots of experience. You might have corporate exposure as well. So these are the things in your favor. And SMHRD it has like 46% of freshers in MBA core program and 54% of experienced people. So we have the mixture of both like freshers and experience. So that's not an issue. Okay. I completed my degree in medical field as paramedical anesthesia technician. So I can apply for healthcare management or other faculty or so I focused. Okay, so when we talk about SMHRD, we have total three courses: MBA Core, MBA Business Analytics, and MBA Idea. So healthcare management is something which can be a part of like business analytics because we have lots of healthcare analytics as well going on as a trend. We have seen some of the rules in healthcare analytics as well. So if your interest lies in that, you can definitely choose for that business analytics. Very good. But keep in mind that you need to have 24 months of work experience as an eligibility criteria. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, guys. So that was you were the like really good audience. You that was your definitely there were so many questions. If you have still you have many questions, we have pasted the we'll paste the link of our different social media handles on the chat box. So from that you can reach out to us, and like if during admission process as well, or during like after snap, during snap, we have like we have sample mocks also in our socials. So if you are looking for some sample questions as well, if you need some of the sample mocks of Snap, we'll also provide you on our social media handle. You will get all this information on our social media handles like Instagram, LinkedIn, anything, Facebook as well. So you can go through any of our social media handles and you will get sample questions, sample mocks as well. Other than that, post the snap we have different campaigns also like APR weekly or something that will make you prepare for real news or something, daily updates, all those things. So definitely follow us on our various social media handles, and if you have any questions regarding admission process like interview process as well, or if you have like document, there are lots of document you need to upload during the process as well. So there might be some of the issues you might face during that process. If you have any question regarding that, you can also ask that on our various social media handles. And even like don't feel that that's if I ask how would it feel, because we are admissions and PR committee, we are not the like we are not going to select or something. Like this is not like an impression kind of thing. If you need help, definitely you can reach out to us. We are so happy to help you. Other than that, like we have got the questions like what color shirt I should wear in my interview. So, like, we have also answered those kind of questions as well. So, feel free to ask any question if you have. We have Telegram channel also, so we can you can follow us on our, like join the Telegram channel. Hello, sir. The links are pasted in the chat box, so you can follow us on our social media handles from that. Hello, sir.